I believe the problem we're facing today, it requires a lot more than a focus on treatment, right? The problem is affecting individuals, it's affecting families, and it's affecting the community.
Really, when you think about the full continuum of substance use disorder, there are gaps throughout all of it. What South Shore Peer Recovery does is really try to stitch those gaps together, make the holes smaller, and really catch people so they don't fall through. And we do that in a variety of ways. We do that by improving access to treatment. We do that by improving access to recovery supports, by creating new recovery supports that don't exist.
South Shore Peer Recovery is a non-judgment zone. We offer hope. We're here to listen. We share our lived experience. It's we helping we. And it's very satisfying. It's very satisfying for the person that's sharing their lived experience. And the hope is that they will do the same for others. And the beautiful thing about a recovery community is here's an opportunity to stop that cycle. Basically to put love back into the process of recovery.
A recovery community has helped Scituate because it has produced an awareness to the community members and helping to erase the stigma which is associated with addiction.
South Shore Peer Recovery and the recovery coaches is phenomenal. We tried everything over the last 20 years to try to come up with solutions to the addiction issues. And every law enforcement agency across the country tried to arrest their way out of it when it first really took hold. And that's not working. It's not going to work. It was very frustrating back in the days when people were asking us, what do I do? My kid is struggling, what do I do? And we didn't have good answers. The South Shore Peer Recovery Program, which were the recovery coaches, which was initiated in Scituate back in 2015, is the model for the Plymouth County outreach, which is all Plymouth County towns, which now have this same program. Within 24 hours of somebody overdosing or somebody being declared at risk, there will be a recovery coach and a police officer going and trying to get that person into recovery.
Everyone knows someone that's suffering. Everyone knows somebody that is dealing with addiction, whether it's a brother or a sister, a cousin, a friend. Learning and talking to people and seeing how the disease works and how it takes over, and they want to be better, and they're working for that, and the peer recovery coaches know that. We don't know that, but people in recovery know that.
We see a lot of sickness, we see a lot of disease, and unfortunately, some of those people that are involved in the throes of the disease aren't going to get better. As much as we'd like to recover, have them recover, it's not going to happen. But what we can do is make that family better. Even if the person doesn't, the family can, and that's one of the things I'm most proud of.
We're able to both support the family and connect them to the services that they need, either here or external referrals, and we're able to also connect the addict struggling with the services that they might need.
Parents and caregivers come together with a common goal of strengthening their families through recovery. So it's a pretty tough job being a parent and being in recovery. So this program really lifts us up and helps us build a foundation to accomplish both. And I want them to understand that the support is always there for them.
South Shore Peer Recovery's mission is to fill a gap in the recovery process for people coming out of treatment and people like myself who haven't been in treatment but also need help maintaining a healthy lifestyle and dealing with the effects of the disease, such as isolation, lack of self-esteem, and other physical, mental, and spiritual aspects of recovery.
I found myself, as many addicts and alcoholics do, very isolated. I've come to realize that that longing was a feeling that I needed to belong. And that's what I love about South Shore Peer Recovery. It's a safe place that people in recovery and their families can go to.
Meditation at the South Shore Peer Reovery is totally a welcoming environment for all levels of meditation. For me, it gives me the opportunity to be present and be okay with feeling uncomfortable and not having to pick up a drug or alcohol. And it slowly and very powerfully changed my life.
Sober Softball started because I believed that recovery occurs in different sequences. In the community, I felt that it was important to have activities beyond meetings where people could meet, have fun together, and also create the relationships that keep them sober.
It's important for me and my husband and my family to be involved with South Shore Peer Recovery because we've unfortunately suffered the loss of a child to addiction, and we know how that feels, and we want to prevent that from happening to any other families. They've held me up for the last 4 years. Without them and without SSPR, I really don't know where we would be today. I love everybody involved, and everybody loves us back. The Vigil is a very special event for me and my family, and I know a lot of other families, to remember the lives of those who've lost. They're not just statistics, they're people, they're children, they're fathers, they're mothers, and we want to honor their lives and not forget them.
Out of a community of peers. A peer for me is someone who's been through similar things as me, who has shared experience, who has lived experience. As much as I'm an employee here at South Shore Peer Recovery, I'm also a peer.
My wish for the peer recovery is to continue to grow and be a place that's okay to be someone with a disease, and it's okay to be in recovery, and it's actually celebrated, and that we're growing together as a community to support so many people still struggling.
My wish for South Shore Peer Recovery is that it continues to grow and make our South Shore communities healthier. I really believe that recovery is prevention is recovery. So as we're helping individuals and families get healthier, we're making it a better place for our kids, and we have a recovery-ready community, which is wonderful.
The legacy that John Kimmett has created by making this a reality is just, I don't really know what to say. It is, it's out of this world. It's really meaningful and immense, and it would not have happened for his kind heart and humility and his willingness to really always do the right thing.